I just lose people. I don't have Drew, I don't have Jeremy. I can't watch the stream.
There it
This
is.
kinda sucks. Ow, cat? That hurt.
Well, if I knew what to do for you, I would, but I don't. So here we go.
The internet doesn't know what to do for me either. Or it knows what to do for someone who might have a problem like mine, but it's not mine.
I don't know, but I'm going to start now. So
Okay.
the year is 2017. The date is September 1st at precisely 11 o'clock in the morning, thank you very much, and a familiar train is leaving platform 9 3/4 from King's Cross Station in London headed for Hogsmeade Station, filled with 1001 lucky children, headed for quite possibly the world's finest school of witchcraft and wizardry. The chugging of the engine is actually quite soothing and the benches are comfortable.
Hey, don't eat that.
But I want to.
Right.
Carts full of goodies can be heard. Actually, can I turn this down?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Carts full of goodies can be heard squeaking their way through the train, stopping at each booth. The chatter and laughter of children fills the train, along with the smell of delicious cakes and pies. At this moment, 4 pupils, who would shape the wizarding world forever, just so happen to be in the same car, unbeknownst to them.
4.
Right now, I think I have 4 players, right?
Who's actually playing?
2, 3, 4,
5.
potentially 5.
Sorry, 5. Correction.
I
All right.
mean, I'm coming from America, so like,
Speaking of which, all of you guys are in the same train car, but not necessarily the same booth. Where are you? Let's just start at the top. Let's go, Alistair.
I'll be in the front of the car.
Front of the car. Okay. And then Jade.
probably near the back of the car. Keeping to
Okay.
myself.
Sasha.
I don't know. Like, this seems like an arbitrary decision. I don't want to be alone, so I'm gonna try to find someone whose cart isn't full.
Do you head towards the back or the front or the middle?
The back.
The back. So is that with Alistair, you said?
I'm in the front.
Oh, you're in the front. Okay, so you head to the back, and Jade's there. Jade, do you want to go ahead and describe your character, please?
Alright, well, I'm not wearing robes like the rest of you. I'm wearing a hoodie. It might seem weird that an 11-year-old has ears pierced, but they're actually clip-ons. And I have absolutely no hair on my head. Just a little bald kid sitting in the corner, staring out the window.
Are you,
You're- Boy or a girl?
I'm a boy.
how do you present?
I was gonna say, because Jade sounds like a girl's name.
Bald boy. Are you, alright. So you see Jade is sitting back there. How about Eloise? Where are you?
I'm sitting in the middle of the train with my nose in a book.
Okay. And then Willa?
To the very back by a window seat.
To the very back by a window seat. So we have Alistair in the front by himself. We have Jade and Sasha and Willa all in the back car, or the back of the car, and then Eloise in the middle. You guys can talk amongst yourselves, those of you that are in the back. Why don't you start by describing yourself, Sasha? So Sasha
okay.
walks in and...
So I walk into Jade's car. I just see him in there, and can I sit here?
Sure.
Okay, so I sit down.
Can you
Put
just...
my stuff away above me. I am a girl. I'm quite short and very, very thin. Um, I'm not wearing the Hogwarts robes yet. I'm just wearing like the I don't know, what am I wearing? Doesn't matter. I'm wearing something that's like Hufflepuffy because I want to be in Hufflepuff.
It's
I've got
roughly
long brown hair.
fall, so you could be wearing a sweater if you'd like.
Right. Yeah, I'm wearing like a Hufflepuff team jersey. Not jersey, sweater. And so I have longish brown hair, like just past my shoulders. It's like light brown. I have brown eyes. I'm a very normal looking kid. I'm a small child.
Excellent. What are you doing with your time while you're up there, Alistair?
I've already switched into my Hogwarts robes, and I'm just anticipating getting there.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Waiting for the food trolley.
Fair enough. Willa?
You're in the back bus. You gonna come into the room?
Very quietly, and I sit by the window, and I don't say anything, and I sit down. I have short blonde hair. I am kind of chunky in the middle. I am wearing a pair of, I don't know, capris and a sweater jacket. And I have a book on tarot cards with me.
Nice.
Nice. So you walk into the room and you see these two sitting together. Sitting, well, at least in the same room.
Yes.
Are you going to introduce yourself? Are you just going to sit down?
Nope. She just sits down in the corner.
Okay. So, we're going to start at the front of the car, or the front car. The trolley comes through and she pops her, older looking woman, blonde, brown eyes, probably in her late 40s, pops her head into the trolley and says, I've got sweets, dear. Would you like some?
Yes, please.
Oh, I've got all kinds of things. What would you like? And she opens up the door so that you can kind of see what's going on there. And she's got all manner of things you would expect.
I would like 3 chocolate frogs, some Birdie Bots beans, and a pumpkin pasty.
Sounds great, my dear. Well, that'll be just one galleon. Is that what it is?
Yes.
One galleon, please.
I hand over a galleon.
Well,
Collect my loot.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too.
She gives you all your stuff and closes back up the doors, and then she heads to the next one. And she heads to the next couple. She makes a few stops, and then she finally stops in the middle. Eloise, a older woman, pops her head into the door and says, "Would you like some sweets for the trolley, dear?"
Wait, what? Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Would you like some sweets from the trolley, dear?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just gonna read my book.
Oh, you can't eat the book. I hope you know.
No, but I'm just really involved in this book, and I don't have time right now to eat anything. I just need to read this book. It's just so interesting. I can't.
Okay,
I can't.
Just as long as we know we can't eat paper. I've had to explain that to people before. Okay, have a lovely day.
Yeah, you too.
And she wanders to the next couple, and finally, after she gets through the last few, she pops her head in the back door. She goes, "Sweets from the trolley, dears."
I
Ooh.
pull
I
out,
like snacks.
pull out 10 coins, 10 galleons, I guess.
Yeah.
And just
Jesus
like,
Christ.
what will this give? And I just handed all 10.
She
It's like all of it.
she looks at you. She looks at the trolley. She looks at you.
I'll take the lot.
Basically.
Well,
You can't have all the cauldron cakes. I want one.
I'll be back, but I guess this is yours. And she just wheels the trolley into the back, and then she goes. She looks at the other two, and she goes, "I'm terribly sorry, dears. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. If we have anything." And she heads.
They can have. It's for the room.
Oh! That's so kind of you. Well, good. You have a wonderful evening.
You too.
I call dibs on a cauldron cake.
Good
Give
luck
it.
at Hogwarts. And she scampers off to go help some more people.
I just want a pumpkin pasty.
He has the cart with the goods, so
Wand and a cauldron cake and some of those exploding wispies.
Did I buy
No,
the
ice
actual
ice, ice
card
ice.
itself as well?
She just left it there for us to pick at.
she just left the whole cart. Like, she doesn't come back for it at all for the whole ride. The entire ride is 4 hours long. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do, or unless you'd like to talk amongst yourselves, or even so, we could go through some backstories if people would like to read them off.
Do you like talk to discover backstories? Or are we just gonna like do a character introduction?
I mean, we could just do a character introduction if you guys would like to. If not, I can move the train along. We can go to the next spot.
I think the only ones we didn't hear describe their characters is Alistair and Eloise.
Well, I know Ox has... sorry. I know Alistair has a backstory, and I know somebody else wrote one, I think.
I have one too.
There you go. But if you guys don't want to share them, that's totally alright. I just thought I'd give the option before we move forward to the next spot.
I can if everyone else wants to. I don't mind.
I can share a little bit of mine. I don't want to share the whole thing. I mean, I know.
Yeah, I was like, it seems a little artificial to just share our backstories when we don't know each other yet.
Okay. I thought I'd give you the option, that's all. If you guys want to move on to the next spot, we can move on to the next spot.
Alright.
Okay. So, the train pulls into the station at Hogsmeade. And I need my notes here. Yeah, the train pulls into the station at Hogsmeade Station, and you're led by a teacher and some prefects all out as a group. Teacher name. I'm sorry.
Can I? Okay. What's the kid's name? Hey, kid. I don't know your name. That I look at Jade.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, my name's Jade.
Hi, I'm Sasha. You bought the whole cart. Can I
Help yourself.
nab? So that's yes. I just start like grabbing sweets and shoving them in my backpack.
So,
Following Sasha.
I haven't touched the card at all.
You just let us eat it.
Pretty much. Like,
Just a waste of money.
well, I had 430 gold, and now I have 420.
You didn't buy a cloak,
No,
or you don't have school supplies.
I don't have anything but what I'm wearing.
That's not good.
Gotcha. Horace Slugthorn is the teacher that
Slughorn.
rounds everybody up at the exit to the train. You guys are taken to a set of boats, and told to, and is Hagrid alive? I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Once you guys are taken to the boats, there's a huge man standing there with a big bushy beard, long hair, and he looks very wild. And he's ushering you guys into the boats. Come on, firsties, seconds. Let's go into the boats. Alistair, you're front of the line, man.
I follow right along to the boats.
Killer. Everybody just gonna head right on in? No issues?
Climbing in a boat
I
with
mean-
like a licorice wand sticking out of my mouth.
Hello,
Try not to get wet.
After those two have left the room, I'll start like putting what is left on the cart in bag.
Nice.
I still have my nose in a book, and I kind of trip into the boat and fall face first.
Roll dexterity. So roll your dexterity modifier plus a d20.
Do you have acrobatics? You could make this into an elegant fall.
Let me bring up my character sheet here. Okay, so dexterity. So which dice? It's which one do I roll? D20. Okay.
And then you add that modifier to it.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I haven't played D&D in like 3 years.
No worries.
Same.
Roll your
There's
20-sided
people who've
die.
never played before, so we're all good if anyone's making, needs a little bit more time or.
Okay.
So I roll on my character. So it's a 20 die, and then I have.
You add the modifier for your dexterity. So if your dexterity is 14, your modifier is 2.
Oh, okay. Trying to make sure I do this right.
No worries.
Which one's the modifier? Because I have 11 dexterity.
Small number. Oh, you'd have 0. Your modifier is 0, so you don't have to add.
So just
anything.
roll your 20 and give me the number.
Okay. 4.
4. Oh no. So your book is dry. You are not. You fall over you fall over the edge of the boat and immediately get snatched up by a giant hand, and the only thing wet on you is your hair, but your hair is soaked as your whole head just gets dipped into the water. You emerge from the water and are put safely back in the boat, and the giant man hands you your book back and says, "There you go, dear. Be careful. Careful now."
Oh, thank God my book's okay. Let me get back to where I was at.
Just not another thought. I love it. All right. And then Willa?
I just walk along and I say hi to the big man and get in the boat.
He waves a giant hand at you. All right, so everybody gets in the boat, and you go down this beautiful river, and it leads on to this big fairway, and on the fairway, up on kind of a hill, is a huge castle. Welcome to Hogwarts. The boat comes up on the shore, and one by one, each of the people piles out, and you're led by the teacher, whose name I just said and have instantly forgotten. Horace. Horace leads you inside the building through two big doors, and once you're led into the building, you're led through, I think it's a couple of corridors, and you end up in the Great Hall. There's a beautiful feast laid out for you. There is just everything you could ever imagine, and if you're Muggle-born, a lot of things that you couldn't imagine laid out on this table. There are candles absolutely everywhere, dancing over the hall, and if you look up, you will see the night sky. At the end of the hall is a woman, is a slender woman, older, She wears a green cloak and a green hat. She looks very stern, and yet kind. If you know anything about Hogwarts as a character, you'll know this as Professor, or well, no longer Professor, Head Mistress McGonagall. Me. She's eating she's eating a chocolate frog, and smiling as she looks out over the crowd. You guys all sit down, I imagine you sit with your houses as you're slowly sorted in. Well, no, you don't have houses. Never mind. My bad. You guys sit down in this big thing, all in a mix, and they start calling. Or she stands up. And she walks to the front. She says, or she taps a glass, and everybody goes quiet and looks in her direction. She says, "Hello and good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day out, and I am Professor I'd still do it to this day, Head Mistress McGonagall. I want to welcome you, all of you that are new to Hogwarts, and I would like to welcome everyone else that's all of our alumni back to Hogwarts. I think we'll get right to the festivities at hand, as I know many people are very nervous to see what happens with the Sorting Hat. So, without further ado, Percy Jenkins Bottom, a short brown-haired kid with wearing wearing a little Ravenclaw pin, gets all excited and goes up. He sits down. He's pretty unremarkable, and they put a big hat on his head, such as this, and you see the hat springs to life with a face. And it begins to speak and mumble to itself. Better be Ravenclaw! And little kid gets up and cheers and runs down and sits with his friends. And they all pat him on the back. And you hear another name. Alistair Clearwater! Alistair goes up and...
Right on up.
Alistair goes up, sits down on the podium. They put the Sorting Hat on his head, and you hear, whew, that's difficult. You could do quite well. Many powerful wizards have come from that. Maybe Slytherin? No. Better be Ravenclaw! And they take the hat away. You hop down and run back.
Awesome sauce. I head to the Ravenclaw table.
Sweet. You hear Bobo underwater. Bobo. A little kid runs up. He's just a little red-headed kid. He's got green eyes, and he's pretty tall and lanky. He runs up and he sits down, and he's all excited. And they place the hat on his head, and after a few minutes, you hear, "Better be Slytherin!" And a little bit of a chuckle comes out of the Sorting Hat this time. You guys get a kind of a strange feeling. But a few more go by. Various names get called, and you hear Jade Hardwin.
Your batch?
I forgot what you are. I'm a bad DM. Jade, what's your thing? Because you're from the American thing.
I think your mic's muted.
Yeah, it is.
I hear him fine.
I can't
I'm
hear
a
him at all.
Thunderbird.
You're a Thunderbird. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sorry about that.
write. No, I'm gonna write this
Gotta
down.
explain that he's a
Thunderbird. Okay. So, you go up, and the hat goes down on your head, and you're thinking, what weird thing is going to happen now? Are they going to sort me into an English house? How does this work? Because you're from America, and he sits on your head for a moment, and you can visibly see him rock back and forth like a dog cocking his head to the side on your head. He looks down a couple times. He looks down one long time, just real confused, and says, "Better be Thunderbird, but you'll be hosted by Slytherin." They take that off your head.
Thunderbird. What's Thunderbird?
Well, confused, I stand up and I head to the Slytherin table, kind of like scratching my bald head.
A few more names go by, and you hear Sasha Hopkey.
Hop up there. Like, can't stop wiggling.
Already wearing your Hufflepuff gear.
Right?
The hat goes on your head, and there's not even a thought. It barely, you barely feel the leather caress your head, and you hear Hufflepuff. And immediately they take the hat off, and
I clap and I run over to the house and
just a hover sit, like hovering on the toilet. Sorry.
nice.
A few more names.
My head is the toilet in the snap now.
A few more names go by. A few more Gryffindors. A few more this. A few more that. I mean, it is what you want it to be. Shoot for the stars, and you hear Eloise Finnegan.
I slightly lower my book and I look around.
I forgot I was here.
Oh, is it my turn now? Okay. Slowly kind of walking up to the hat, kind of still trying to read my book. I look at the hat and I'm like, can I keep reading?
You see an unfamiliar teacher standing there with their hand on their hip impatiently looking at you. They pop the hat down on your head. What are you? Oh man, what are you? I'm a bad DM. I should have wrote this down.
Ravenclaw?
She's
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. All right. He's standing there. Or he's sitting there for a minute. He goes, this is actually quite comfy head. I don't know if I want to continue. I'm a bit tired. I think I might take a nap. Is this all right? I mean,
Yeah, so long as I can keep reading.
that's what I thought you would say. Ravenclaw! He yells loud enough for it to echo through the hall, just enough to wake you up and startle you a little bit. You see Alistair over there clapping at the table. You can go now. You hear from the hat.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go skip to my table.
Yeah, the hat's taken off your head as you start to skip away with it on. A few more names go by, a few more Slytherins, a few more Hufflepuffs, and then we get to Willa Durand.
I walk very nervously up to the chair and sit down.
You're a Hufflepuff as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I gotta write these down so I don't forget.
You walk up to the chair, and it gets popped on your head, and it sits down, and it goes, yes, a fine Slytherin mind in this one. You would do quite well anywhere, really. I'm just kidding. Hufflepuff! Yeah. He gets pulled off your head.
I get down and I go sit down over at the Hufflepuff table.
the festivities drag on. At some point, a lot of ghosts pull into the room and just begin dancing above your heads, seemingly because they can, while a ghost with its head cocked to the side over onto its shoulder stands at one end telling stories to some of the Slytherins. The night drags on, and you guys are able to eat and enjoy yourselves. And after a while, people start to filter out and head back to their respective dormitories or their new dormitories. You see prefects standing up and starting to ask for Ravenclaws and Gryffindors and pulling you different directions. And they take you guys back to your dormitories after a while. The event goes pretty boringly. You're allowed to do whatever whatever you'd like to for the night. There's class in the morning. Each of you that night get an owl that has a scroll in its claws. They fly into the dormitory, and there's a list. The prefect puts it on the wall, and it shows who's going to what classes in the morning. All of the people in this room have been summoned to herbology. Alistair, what are you doing for the night in your dormitory? Hold on, let me get your... We're not in the water anymore, I'm sorry. We haven't been in the water for a while. I should have... My bad. Nobody said anything. We're all just chilling to the water.
I can't even hear it.
Oh, no? If you have the stream thing open, you should be able to.
Yeah, I have it open. I can't hear it.
That's fucking...
Yeah, I have it
I
open
can't hear
and
either.
turned all the way up.
That's really weird. We were able to do this last night with me and you could hear everything.
And we could hear it earlier.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I thought it was just me, so I didn't say anything.
Technical difficulties. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for letting me know. I will try to do a thing. Change windows.
I think my mic's picking up my air conditioner because I keep seeing my box go green. But I've got an armful of cats.
Oh.
Ah, hear it now.
Sweet. Okay, sorry about that. So, in the Ravenclaw room, what are you doing tonight, Alistair, with your last night before class?
I'm gonna head up to my dorm, and I think I'm just gonna unpack my stuff and try and get a good night's sleep.
Great idea. How about... What do we have? We have another Ravenclaw. Eloise, what are you doing for the night?
I'm sitting in front of the fireplace and reading still.
Mm.
I'm trying to catch up on all my studies.
Oh.
Gotta make sure I'm ahead.
What are you reading? Are you reading for your classes? Just your class books?
Oh no, when I went to the bookstore, I got Newt Scamander's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, so I've been reading that. It's so interesting.
Very cool. So you spend the night reading. And then, let's see, with our... Our one Slytherin. Jade? What are you doing for the night?
Settle into my bunk. I don't really have any belonging. I have that sack of treats that I bought from the train still, so now I finally start munching on some chocolate frogs.
Nice. Oh yeah, you've got so many treats. Alright, so, and then checking in on our Hufflepuffs. Sasha, what are you doing for the night?
I'm going to... I don't want to unpack. pack. I'm too lazy for that. I'll live out of my trunk if I need to. Except for I take a stuffed penguin out of my trunk and put it on the bed, and then I go down into the common room and see if there's anyone down there to socialize with before bed.
Nice. All right. And then Willa?
After I take my stuff up to my room, I decide I don't want to sit in there by myself, so I go downstairs into the common room and right out the common room door and down into the kitchens to go see those elves.
That makes
I
sense.
gotta make friends somehow.
I know about
They
them.
have all the snacks.
Oh, well, hello, Jamie. He's decided to join.
I've got a lap full of Luna.
He's got his little
She's
spiff on.
shedding.
Fun.
So
The sheds.
the night goes peacefully. People are celebrating their new houses. You see people who have been there for a while studying for the next day and chit-chatting, eating various snacks. Everybody's just enjoying themselves for the night. Everybody goes to bed that night, and your slumber goes peacefully. None of you have any fun dreams or anything like that. It's just kind of comfortable. Obviously, Eloise has just all the animals that she's read about dancing in her dreams that night. But
That's for the week.
you guys wake up the next day, and you are meant to be at school or at
Breakfast?
class. Or yeah, we should go to breakfast, I suppose. All right. You guys are all led to the breakfast feast. You guys see every manner of breakfast food you could consider, including breakfast burritos. You have steak and eggs. You have pancakes and every kind of waffle you could ever want, including all the fillings,
Except for Belgian waffles.
or blue waffles. Anyway, I mean, you could have one if you want. Never mind. So sorry, it was just there. Everything you can imagine. The ghosts are already up, pretending to eat, as you would expect. The portraits the portraits are coming in and out of different portraits, chatting amongst each other. Some of them seem to be kind of making fun of you. So you see them laughing amongst themselves and chatting and stuff. And of course, McGonagall up at the front, sitting there gingerly eating an egg with a knife and a fork, looking all prim and proper. And Hagrid up there just eating an entire turkey leg. Just the whole fucking thing. Tearing that down like but in his hand it looks like a regular chicken leg, so you're really not sure unless you're close. You guys just going to
Hippogriff leg.
sorry?
So it's actually hippogriff leg.
He would never.
Oh no. Oh no. Well then, if we're going there, this went off a hill pretty quick. And it started with me, I understand, I'm a bad person. Anywho's. So, after breakfast, you guys scamper off to your first class. That morning, you're all asked to attend your first class in the greenhouse. An older woman stands in the corner, tending to various herbs. Pomona Sprout is a spry-looking woman for 84 years old. Come in, my dears, come in, and welcome to the wonderful world of herbology. When one wants to become an herbologist, they must learn that understanding how the fauna that interacts with the flora is of the utmost importance in both locating the plant and protecting it. With that being said, we will all be going to the gardens, as a vicious little creature named a Billywig is bullying my roses. She leads you all out to the garden and explains that the bullywig is actually an invasive species, native to Australia, and doesn't belong here at all. In the garden, you can see every sort of flower. I should probably change this.
Hi. You're just very lovey tonight, aren't you, Jam Jam?
In the garden, you can see every sort of flower, bush, and vine you can imagine, both mundane and exotic. There are 4 topiaries in the garden: a gorilla, a giraffe, a muggle car, and a suit of armor. They are all to scale. The breeze of the morning makes it look as though the animal topiaries are breathing. Suddenly, the gorilla itches its neck, and Mrs. Sprout, without a word, walks over to it, producing a spray bottle from her robes. Suddenly, a large blue bug pops out of the gorilla and stings Mrs. Sprout on the neck with its long, wicked-looking stinger. Mrs. Sprout begins to rise into the air. 3 more bullywigs pop out of the gorilla. Roll initiatives.
Cute cat, even if you are directly in my way.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
I got a 19, so
First
Which
roll of
one?
the game. This looks good.
23.
Which one am I supposed to roll?
Initiative?
20?
Just a 20 die?
And then add your dexterity
Uh,
modifier.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so
You said 23, Alistair?
Yes.
And then Jade, you said
20 flat.
20. And then Sasha was, you said 14. Willa?
12.
12. Okay. And Eloise?
I got 14 too.
14. Excellent. And then the bug. It's a swarm. I need to get up my thing. Just a sec, please. I do have a picture here somewhere. Or do I? Oh, yeah, okay. The bullywig, if you can see it, is this big blue bug.
Ew.
Yeah, they're gnarly.
Yummy.
And Billywig, sorry. I always say it wrong. Billywig. Alright. A Billywig swarm. I need my actual dice. I haven't rolled a real dice in so long and had it mean anything. Let's see. They got a... Ooh, they got a +4. They got a 21. So, Alistair, you see your heavy-set older teacher go spinning up into the air ever so slightly, yelling for help, and the only people out in this courtyard are you and them. You and the rest of the class. Curiously small class.
Curiously small class.
What you're top of the initiative, man. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Protego. If I can.
What does Protego do?
An invisible barrier of magical force appears in front of you and protects you. For duration, you have a +5 bonus to AC, including against triggering attack.
Okay, so you're protected?
Now, is that like shield or is that a different spell in general?
Yeah, it's the shield charm.
Isn't that a reaction?
It is one action or reaction.
Okay.
Okay. So +5 to your AC till for whatever the duration is.
And then it would be the bug's turn. They're going to try to hit. I need a D4 or D6 and drop sixes. It's going to be Jade. One's going to take a hit at you. 13. Do you have an armor class?
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1d4. I have to find a d4. There it is. You take 1 damage.
Okay.
Can you roll a con save for me, please?
Yep. 16.
16. That's gonna get it. Nothing happens. You just get stung. And then it's gonna be your turn.
All right. Kind of swatting at the one that's next to me. Pull my wand out and cast Bombarda and shoot at the one that's got the professor.
Okay. Do you have to roll to hit? What is it? How do you?
Yeah,
how does
I gotta make a spell attack.
All right. Let me know what it is.
I rolled a 17, so 21.
21. That definitely hits. Roll your damage, please.
Yep. Let me see what my bonus is real quick. Should be 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. Let's see. Hit points. That kills one. It falls right out of the air. And then it is it would be either Eloise or Sasha's turn, so I need you each to roll a d6 and tell me what your number is.
3.
3.
Okay, roll it again. 2.
3.
There you go. All right, so Eloise, go ahead. What would you like to do? You can move away up to 60 feet if you just want to run away.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna run away.
You're just going to run away. Where are you going to run to? Would you like to run back into the castle, or are you just going to get pretty far away and watch from afar?
I'm just gonna run, like, halfway, like, back to the castle. Kind of wait it out and see where it goes. Maybe see if I can find a teacher in that area.
Okay. So you head out of battle. Sasha, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm not used to having a wand yet, so my first instinct is actually to swat at them.
Okay. You want to take
And so I take a book, and I'll do like an unarmed strike.
roll a strength check?
Eight.
8. That does not hit. You miss. It is now.
So I'm just like waving a book around in the air near them. Ah!
Willa, did you ever give me your initiative?
I don't know.
It's a D20 plus your dexterity modifier. So initiatives is what we roll before we start an encounter. It decides which order the encounter goes in.
So it's a D20
Yep.
plus a what?
The 20-sided die plus your dexterity modifier, so the smaller number next to your dexterity.
Yeah, it was 12.
Oh, it was 12? I guess I didn't write it down. Weird. Okay, so you are the... Oh yeah, I did. I'm a doofus. Don't listen to me. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to use the Reducio spell.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of them.
Okay, what does that do?
Bugs.
Reducio.
It makes it shrink in size.
Is that all it does?
Mm-hmm. It makes you shrink in size, or the stuff you're pointing at?
The stuff I'm pointing at.
You make them tiny bugs.
Alright. Let's see.
I like them big. They can be small. I can deal with them when they're small.
Okay.
Stepping on shit.
They're gonna roll to... Wait, what is it? It's a charm? Do they get a saving throw? It doesn't say anything about a saving throw. It looks like it just makes them small.
What's the name of the
And
spell?
just makes them...
Reducio.
He's looking at it right now.
Yeah,
It's like
makes
it's
them
just
small.
Yeah, okay. Well, they all shrink in size. They all become one size category smaller. As if they could do less damage. Now it's going to be a coin flip, 1 or 2. And then it is back to the top of the initiative. It is Alistor.
I am also going to make a movement with my fellow Ravenclaw to get to GTFO.
Okay. Okay, yeah, running for it. Good job. Good idea. And then it is their turn. So there's only a couple people left that they can attack, which is the teacher, Sasha, Jade, and who all ran away? Was it?
I ran away.
Oh, and Willa's still
Eloise
there
and
too. Okay, Willa, Jade, and Sasha
go-
are still there.
We're going for a teacher.
You
Or prefect or something.
guys head that direction. Eloise, you head out of battle. Well, I'll get to you on your turn. Sorry. I need 1, 2, or 3. Stop rolling 4s. 3. It's gonna be Willa. It's gonna take a sting at you. I believe your armor class is what, 10? So it just barely misses. You get lucky. It is.
Did she take a reaction?
Can she take a reaction as it enters her space? Yeah, if she wants to try to take another swat at it, she can.
I am going to use the Defendo spell.
Okay. Is that the one that gives you like extra armor or whatever?
No, it spices them.
It what?
1d4 slashing damage.
Nice. Okay. Defendo.
It makes a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Thank you.
Against the spell.
Your save DC, which will be
Right.
8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
So 10 plus your wisdom caster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 10 plus 4, 14. They rolled an 8, so you get them.
So roll your d4.
Yep, roll your d4 damage.
What is that?
A 4-sided die.
Caltrop, the one that it looks like a triangle,
Okay.
of which I have lost mine.
You're-
Okay, I have a... And then what do I add to it?
No, that's it. Just tell me what that number is.
3.
3. Wow. All right, you you knock another one out of the air. There's 2 dead and just 2 small ones fluttering around. They try to fly away. Well, they will on their turn. Let's see. Oh, it would be their turn. Nope, they took a... Yeah. It would be their turn. They try to fly away. And so that ends their turn. And then I think we said Sasha was next. Yep.
How far away do they get?
They haven't gone yet, but you can see that they're starting to, like, turn the other way.
Oh, okay. Since I heard her use Defendo, that's also one of my spells. I remember it and go, oh crap, I'm a freaking wizard. And I do
A defender.
hit.
So they roll their dexterity. God, I gotta stop rolling that dice or I'll never do anything to you guys. 7.
3.
No, it
A
isn't.
hit.
No, doesn't this go against your... Oh, yeah, you have to roll to hit first.
Yeah, which is 3 plus my...
I thought they got a
Efficiency.
dexterity saving throw.
What's the
Yes.
casting?
Defendo.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they just get a dexterity saving throw and they fail
Okay,
it,
I don't
so
have to roll to hit.
roll your dice.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
2.
2. Alright, so you hit one and you manage to slice a little bit of its wing off, so it's kind of like wobbly, but it's still trying to fly away. And then it would be... Eloise would be next. You're running back towards the building, and you do... actually, can you roll a perception check? It's going to be in your skills. If you don't have it, it will be... What? Dexterity?
Wisdom, I believe. Perception.
Perception, you say?
Yeah, wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't already have perception, go ahead and roll your wisdom modifier, please. With a d20. Eloise?
Yes. I found a prefect when I was running away.
You gotta roll for it.
Oh.
I need you to roll your
Oh,
perception,
sorry.
please.
Oh.
Roll d20 and add your wisdom
Modifier.
modifier
D20.
if you have it.
Wisdom modifier. Would be
If you
2.
have it. Are you proficient in your perception?
She just rolled a proficiency if she's not.
So in your
Oh,
skills
okay.
section, next to your what you're looking at, next to the basic attributes, in the skills section, you should see the word perception. They're all in alphabetical order. Does that one
Yeah.
have a mark in it?
Like an X or
Yeah, like is it marked in some way?
it just says 2.
2? Okay, so you get a +2.
Oh, okay, so I just roll a 20 and then add 2.
Yeah.
Okay. 18.
18. Nice. All right. So you managed to spot right away. You see a prefect standing on the at the door, about to come out and see what's going on with this class. What do you want to do?
I want to run up to the prefect and I start talking like super fast, like he can't even understand what I'm saying. And I'm like trying to like pull him
He
to the.
he stands there all stoic, staring at you, trying to like squinting his eyes and trying to figure out what you're saying while hearing the ruckus going on in the background with the teacher screaming and stuff.
I like stop for just a second, and I'm like, teacher, floating, fighting, bugs, help,
Oh, bugs! Bugs, you say?
bug thing.
And at that moment, you feel him give ground as you pull him towards yourself and Alistor, who is headed your direction.
Is your stream closed or ended
No.
in Discord?
Oh, that's weird. How did that happen? Okie doke. Thank you. That's just weird. Wait, back. What are you doing? Just let me go live and let me do it right. Boop, boop. Thank you. Sorry about that. I did not notice. I've been like flipping around between screens trying to make things work. All right. So it is now. Let's see. Eloise went. Willa got her surprise round. It would be back to the top, I believe. So, Alistor, you're headed towards Eloise. You see that Eloise is dragging a tall prefect your way.
I run up and help drag. Say, you gotta come quick, Professor Sprout's in trouble.
You guys pull him excitedly, almost so hard that he comes off his feet, but he manages to maintain his equilibrium and run with you. The prefect shows up just in time, and he runs up and he goes, "Bombardio!" I believe that's how it is. Is that what it is? Bombardio? Bombardum?
Barda.
Bombarda. Thank you. Bombarda, and you see them, poof out of the air. Little shells float to the ground, and then I don't know what it is to reverse Wingardium Leviosa, but he flicks his wrist and says some words, and she comes down.
Benita?
No, actually, you know what? He doesn't even do that. He grabs her like a balloon animal. He grabs her by the cloak, and he pulls her into the or starts pulling her back into the castle. He says, "Come on now, you all can follow me. I'm gonna take her up to the medical wing to make sure she's taken care of." Are you guys gonna follow?
Yep, follow right along.
Follow.
I'm still looking around for the bugs as I'm going.
Awesome.
I see any.
Go ahead and roll perception, please.
Uh, 22.
22. You look around, and the one thing that you do see is that the gorilla looks so much more comfortable. The look on his face the expression on his face has completely changed to a happy, comfortable, it's a good day. But you see the giraffe looks just fine, and the car is not bothered. Everything looks really good. You don't see any other creatures running around on your way through.
Alright, I'll resheath my wand and join them.
Nice. So you guys go into the castle, and you're each the prefect says, "All right, go ahead and go back to your dorms till your next class. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I will let the headmaster know that you all were so brave in helping Miss damn
Sprout.
name, Sprout, Mrs. Sprout. And he leads. You guys are allowed to go back to your places. He goes off with his new balloon, presumably to help her out. And so you guys are chilling in your various dormitories.
I don't want to go yet. I want to talk to them.
Oh, do you? Well, you can stop.
Be like, when we're all about to be dismissed, just be like, hey, that was really good thinking with the shrinking them thing.
That was instinct. I do not like big bugs.
I imagine bugs are... Ow, ow. Cat, please let me go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bugs either. Stop it! Stop it!
Mm-mm.
Sorry. Cat is trying to get at my dice. He already lost me my D4. I don't know where it's at.
You'll find it later when you step on it.
Oh, I know. Caltrops.
What you guys?
I just want to like start talking to people.
That's
Like,
fine.
hey.
You're actually what? Isn't there's two of you that are Hufflepuffs?
Yeah, but I mean, I wanted to before everyone dispersed.
Well, you guys can choose not to go back to your dormitories. You don't have to. You have like a good 45 minutes to an hour before your next class. So
I would imagine that I'm still kind of wandering around the tapiaries and stuff.
oh, you're still outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, kind of with the class, but like kind of like half. Like still.
Well, the whole class went inside.
My attention's still on the garden, but I'm like at the back of the group, farthest away from them.
I'm still at the door, kind of looking out. Alistair, what are you doing? You gonna head back to your dormitory? You gonna hang out?
I'm gonna head back to my dormitory.
Okay. Do you say anything to them before you do?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Alistair heads
Kinda
off without a word, just ignoring the Hufflepuff as she asks questions and tries to talk to people. And then, what about you, Eloise? What are you doing?
I call out to Alistair and say, wait up, I want to go back to my room. I need to get a book. I need a new book. I finished this one. Wait for me. Let me go with you. Wait!
Do you
Wait!
slow down or do you speed up?
I walk faster.
So he's at a brisk pace and you are scampering behind, and you guys hear her fluttering off into the distance as he walks stoically back to the room.
Start sprinting after him.
Nice.
I don't want to go alone.
Roll dexterity for me, please. Your dexterity modifier plus a d20.
Wait,
Okay.
which one of us?
Sorry, Eloise. Yours is coming.
17.
Oh, no.
17. Roll a dexterity for me, please, Alistair. Am I pronouncing that wrong? Is it Alistair or Alistar?
Sure.
Store. Okay.
16.
16.
She catches your
She
ass.
manages to catch right up to you. She's right behind you, and she's just da, 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 da. Damn it, Dee Dee!
That's how this is gonna be too. It's gonna be Dexter and Dee Dee.
They're Pinky and the Brain.
A really smart Dee Dee.
I love it. And then so that leaves Willa, Sasha, and Jade to their own in the garden.
Well, I'm way too keyed up to go back to the common room.
So what's your plan?
I think I'm just gonna go walk around. Do you want to go with me, Sasha?
I do, in fact. Let's go poke around at things we shouldn't be into.
Sounds like a plan. Jade, do you want to go with us?
Still standing there staring out the door. a little paranoid-ish. I'm like, sure, I'll join you. Just starts walking backwards, not even realizing they're
You're
like
gonna fall
behind
down
me.
the stairs.
So where do you decide to go?
Walk around on the grounds or inside the castle.
Outside. It's a nice day.
Jade's like, damn it, more bugs.
I start walking backwards as they walk past me, heading outside. I'm like, oh.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm not trying to be all floaty, thank you.
Are you still coming with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn around, come on.
Okay, back
We're gonna
out there.
explore, see if anything's going on other than our class. See if the greenhouse has anything else going on.
You can already hear the morning Quidditch teams getting ready to get some practice in. You can also hear a crackling fire coming from down the lane. Let's see. You can.
Why would there be fire coming from down the lane?
Yeah, right. Like, how can we hear it if that's that
It's-
far away?
It's loud enough that it's not terribly far down. Or it's big enough and it's not terribly far down that you can hear crackling fire coming down. Or sorry, you can see smoke from down the lane coming from an old hut.
Yes, Hagrid's.
Hagrid's hut.
Sorry, that's how I should have said that. To be honest, I didn't think we'd get to or past the encounter, so I'm winging it from here. So I didn't think we'd get that far. I thought there'd be a lot. Plus, I was thinking there was gonna be 7 people and a lot more like stuff in between. But in Hoozles, so you guys are outside in the garden. There's not a whole lot going on. You can see various little groups of people being led different directions. You can see that the Quidditch team is doing their thing. You can obviously interact with the topiaries some more if you'd like. And just walk amongst the garden.
I'm gonna walk around and talk to Willa.
Okay.
Because you're my friend now, whether you want it to be or not.
Are the bug carcasses still on the ground?
Yeah, they are actually.
How
So we're
big are
crunching them under our feet? That's really gross.
You're gonna go
I
scoop
want to
up
pick
the
them
bug
up and
carpet.
put them in a vial.
they? I was
that
thinking,
I
like,
totally
I
have.
want to like gather stingers.
Jade went for it first. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna grab the whole carcass? Are you just gonna grab the stingers?
The stingers.
Okay.
Like, I'll take the abdomen and the stinger just off the back of one.
Once
How large is it?
they're
It's very small. No.
right because wouldn't it have already worn off by this point if they're dead, or would it continue to go?
I don't know. That's a good question.
What's the
If it
duration?
dies with it on?
What's the duration?
Oh, I
spell?
don't know.
Reduce
Reduce you?
You. I feel like the effect would wear off after it died.
Reducto or Reducio. Okay. It's 1 hour.
1 hour.
So it hasn't been quite long
Oh, it's
enough.
still. If you put it in a vial, it would extend.
It's roughly an inch long stinger. They're pretty big. I mean, they're pretty big little guys. You gonna pick them all up?
Yeah, I'll start collecting bug stingers.
Okay. You got 4 bug stingers, and there's still carcasses laying on the ground. If anybody wants to mess with those. Later on,
I'm leaving him.
Poke him with a stick.
right?
Like, I start stepping on them and listening to them crunch.
Later on, when I figure out how to do a potions class encounter, something, you could maybe make a fucking potion of Wingardium Leviosa. That's
What?
what those are used for.
What are the stingers called? What's the bug called?
It's called a billywig. Billywig stinger.
Alrighty.
Would you like one of my potion vials that I totally just carry around in my backpack to put that stuff in?
I've got a little satchel on my side and probably separate little compartments or like something to contain stuff in it because I do have like I've done a lot of medicine training and stuff, so
So you probably have little. If you have like a healer's kit or something like that, then you have little vials.
I'd probably, since I don't have any of belongings, I'd probably want to go and buy stuff, but I'd probably realize that as I'm collecting them, like I don't have anything to put these in, so now I gotta find something to put
That's
them
why I'm offering you a vial.
in, and I would accept it. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
There you go. Yeah.
So,
What was up with the Firebird thing? That was weird.
I'm from the American school.
Oh, so you're not actually a Slytherin, you're just housed in Slytherin.
Like we started at the American school. I don't know a timeline of when they would have started compared to here, so I'm just gonna say 2 months ago.
sure.
And then something happened personal, and I got transferred here instead.
Oh, then you would have been actually sorted.
Yeah, I was sorted at my American school, and then some things happened, and now I had to come here.
That's why he was so confused when he was put on your head. But this one's already been sorted, and it's not even from here. What the hell? So he was confused.
The headmistress probably knew and just spaced it.
Oh, she's just smiling. She knew exactly what was happening. She just wanted to mess with Sorting Hat. She just enjoyed herself at that moment. Like, watch this. I want to see what it does. Like, you ever test out some sort of AI just on purpose? Like, come on, let's see what happens. Kind of one of those.
Hat combusts into flames on my head.
Like, I made an AI read 30 hours of Batman kind of thing. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they're really funny. Any hoozles. So, as you're sitting in your dorms, Eloise and Alistair, two owls fly in and drop a little note in front of each one of you. And then fly away.
It's like the mail comes directly to us here.
How impressive.
The owl postal service has been greatly increased and improved.
I open mine up. What's it say?
It says, in recognition of your bravery in helping your teacher, Mrs. Sprout, we will award 5 points to Gryffindor, to Ravenclaw. Yeah, no, fuck you, Ravenclaw. 5 points. Fuck you, Ravenclaw. 5 points to Gryffindor.
That's like a Dumbledore thing to do.
It's me writing it, not J.K. Rowling, or that probably would have happened. So you've earned 5 points for Gryffindor. Eloise, are you gonna open yours? Or for Ravenclaw? God damn it! Gryffindor. God damn
My
it!
bookmark in my book, and I gently shut it and set it down. And I grab my note.
It's a howler.
I stare at it. I stare at it some more. Alright. Opens it up.
You open it up and it says,
The same thing, right?
no, it's an ad. It's 50 cents off of buns down at the local bakery. No, it does say in it's the same letter. It's 5 more points to Ravenclaw, and then like 30 points to Gryffindor for some reason.
Ravenclaw.
To Ravenclaw. Come on, Han Solo. We've got to take the fucking DeLorean to Ravenclaw. I love doing shit like that. I love mixing them up so horrifically. Any hoozles. So,
Leather puff.
Leather puff. Slither puff. Better be slither puff. Those of you that are in your dorms, same thing. Once you guys make it back to your dorms, you guys will receive your notes. If it's okay with you guys, I'm probably going to stop it there for the night. We're all pretty... I don't have a whole lot going on for this. If you guys
What are
want
you
to
doing, Cat?
pick up again, if you can, and would like to pick up again next week, I could always run one next week.
I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Everybody have fun? Good? Good stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I will award some experience.
In a bottle.
Got some bug things in a bottle. So the experience for that was 200 experience each. So you're 100 experience away from level 2. Which I figured I'd do probably 2 classes or so in between each level and some, whatever. I'm not going to spend like a literal entire year. But we'll get through some different. I was thinking, well, here I'm gonna actually cut off the stream and. Bye.